Yeah, they announced the Arc World Tour format, and it's a bit confusing. When I first looked at it, I was like, "There's a big pyramid. Why is there a limit? Is it related to the point?" They're like, "What the f is going on?" So, all right, so basically, the new World Tour. First things first, it has 18 slots now. I've not seen people talk about this much. This is really, really big. The biggest thing about this is that the last World Tour, the last two World Tours, have had a group format. The group format was very bad. It was not good. People asked for it to be Swiss. It was still not Swiss this year. People complained a lot. Hopefully they listen. But the thing is, the group format was 4 groups of 4. And it was round robin, and basically, long story short, it did not work because of the amount of people per group, and not enough games and all that. But because there's 18 slots, 18 people qualifying to the Arc World Tour, notably 2 LCQ slots initially. The last 2 Arc World Tours have had 2 LCQ slots because of circumstances. Last year, Arc World Tour final had 2 slots because of a whole incident where someone won 2 tournaments. So there was an extra slot got the LCQ instead of the second place of that tournament. This year it was because Leffen couldn't show up, so it was another slot in the LCQ. This year just starting off at 2 slots in the LCQ. So there is a world where we get to like 3 or 4 people qualifying the LCQ depending on random shit happening. But yeah, the biggest thing about 18 slots is that it is literally impossible for there to be the same group format. So the hope is, because you can't also form a normal bracket, the way that the previous World Tours worked. The first year it was, I remember it was 8 people. I was there, I should remember this. Yeah, it was 8 people. Everyone started in winners, and it was just a normal bracket, just starting winners, quarters, then losers, semis, then winner semis, and all that. Then the second year, and the third year, it was group format into a bracket, into a standard bracket with winners and losers. So because there's 18 slots, I feel like it's very likely that we're getting Swiss format. And let me show you guys. I've talked about this in my video about the last World Tour. This basically shows how it works. You have generally random, might be seeded round 1, where it's all the people fighting against each other, just 1-on-1, probably best of 5, whatever. And then whoever wins that set goes either 1-0 or 2-0. Sorry, goes either 1-0 or 0-1, depending on who wins, obviously. And then the people who are 1-0 fight the people who are 1-0, people who are 0-1 fight people who are 0-1, and it goes on. Eventually, either people get enough wins where they qualify the next stage, or they get too many losses and then just get eliminated. And then the amount of people who qualify who get enough wins from this format move on to the next stage, which is presumably they're going to do another bracket at the end of this. I'm not sure how it works with 18 players, remains to be seen. But basically, assuming it is Swiss, hopefully it is. I really, really hope. Everyone's hoping it's going to be this format. Then it's going to be way better because you actually have to prepare for everyone because it is random. Past maybe the first round, which can sometimes be seeded, you have all of these people fighting each other but they don't know who they're going to fight next. So you make it so people actually want to prepare for the whole field rather than who's in their groups. There was seeding during the tournament this time, which was weird. So you were kind of incentivized this year to prepare for everyone, even though it was group stage, but it was such a weird format that I think it's best to just go for the clean Swiss. Also way less problematic due to other reasons. That 4-man round robin should not be. Basically, yeah, reason to make it so a 4-man round robin should not be the format. So that's the first thing. Second thing about this. So basically, there's a bunch of tiers here. It's gold. There's like platinum, platinum plus, gold, gold plus. Let's look at it. Let's first start we're just looking at the silver, gold, and platinum again, okay? It's very confusing when you add the pluses. Basically, platinums let you qualify immediately if you win. Golds just give you points. Silvers or online tournaments and give way less points. Obviously, platinums give more gold, more points to gold, and gold generally give more points than silvers. The main difference between platinum plus and gold plus to gold is just the amount of points. Within their tiers, they work the exact same. They just give the different amount of points to each participant. Now, again, we said that they're in the same tier, they're consistent with how they work together. The way these limits work is, depending on how many tournaments you're in, the amount of points you get doesn't necessarily just keep stacking up. In previous Star World Tour, like this one, there were a few people that just went through like a lot of tournaments and just kept stacking points. And obviously that is problematic because you want to incentivize people to go to tournaments, but a lot of people can't go to that many. So you should just make it the easiest for people who have the most access to tournaments. You should give a lot of people a chance, provided they can still go to a few. How this works is, if you play in multiple platinum tournaments, you only get points from the 2 platinum tournaments that you scored the highest in. Yeah, let's say I go to EVO Japan, EVO Vegas, and EVO Nice. I get like 50 points from the first one, 100 from the second one, 200 from the last one. So, because only 2 platinums count, the first one where I only got 50 points doesn't count. So it takes the 2 platinums that I scored the highest in, 100 and 200, and so I have 300 points for platinum. And let's say I also played in 5 golds and I got 100 points in 3 tournaments. It counts the 3 tournaments where I got the highest scores and combines them. So you get so your points in the World Tour are basically your 2 highest placements in platinums and 2 highest placements in golds. And obviously, 1 silver, but silver you can only join 1 silver anyway because it's a region-based thing. So yeah, that is basically how these work. Obviously, it still helps a lot if people can travel to a lot of them, mainly because going to 5 tournaments is still a lot on its own, so I don't know if it will matter that much, the whole limit thing. The Gold Plus and Platinum Plus thing is pretty big because Platinum Plus gives a lot more points. Like, if you get 3rd place at a Platinum tournament, you get 65 points. If you get 3rd place at a Platinum Plus tournament, you get 90 points, which is almost as much as winning a gold tournament. Winning a normal. Gold Plus gives you 200 points for a win, which is crazy. So let's say I win Virtual Challenge and Headstomper, I get as many points as people winning 1 Gold Plus. Like, someone wins Melbourne, they immediately get 200 points. Someone wins 2 Gold Plus tournaments, they get as many points as winning EVO. They get more points than winning Combo Breaker. Also, everyone gets points now. They make it clear that even when you win and auto-qualify, you still get a point. Presumably, there's going to be seeding at the end after all. Even though it's still unclear which is going to be the final format. But that's about the current knowledge we have about the format. Now let's look at the tournaments. First things first, Combo Breaker was made a Platinum. Nice. Not Platinum Plus, because those were kept for EVOs. I think that's a smart decision. Make the EVOs the biggest tournaments while still giving big stakes to a tournament like UFA, Combo Breaker. I like this. Yeah. And another big thing is there are a lot of Euro tournaments. There's Brussels, there's Headstomper, there's Hiss and Crash, there's Mix-Up, there's Only the Best, there's Crossover, there is Versus Fighting, there is UFA, which is a Platinum. Versus Fighting, by the way, being Gold Plus. There is Clash of the Olympians. There is Evo France, we are at 10 Europe tournaments, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of insane. Wait, did I even count crossover? I'm not even sure. I'm not sure that I counted it. It might be 11. Yes, we have a lot of tournaments. In comparison, currently announced NA tournaments are Homebreaker, Dio, Evo, and that's it. This will add some places like B-Pro Cups, where there's the Taiwan tournament this time. There's an Argentina tournament, so these new regions were cool. But yeah, Melbourne going back this time this tournament being Gold Plus is insane to me. Yeah, it's insane how many there are. This is really confusing. CEO being Gold Plus makes complete sense. Melbourne? There's so few people going to that one. It's like last 2 years it was the Australian players and like 2 to 3 people traveling. I think last 2 years ago it was Latif and Leo traveling to Melbourne. Last year I think it was just Leo and Sharara. So I'm really confused at this giving this much point. I guess it's because they only have one race. There's only one Australian tournament, but like Gold Plus, damn. They really want Blitzkrieg to be in the finals. Like goddamn. Those are the most notable things. VS Fighting got lowered from Platinum to Gold Plus, which I think makes sense, honestly. And yeah, that's it. 2 tournaments in almost in a row. A Platinum into a Platinum Plus in France is kind of insane. And yeah, but the biggest thing is more events to be announced. People are like, there's no NA tournaments, bro. ECT is not in, Frosty is not in. People forget just how many tournaments got added later on. I don't think Frosty was in at the start last time. I'm not sure. ECT I don't think was in. Like, there's Frosty, I'm pretty sure is gonna be in again. Let's be serious. There's no Brazil tournaments yet. Last year they added 2 later on. Like, there's probably gonna be a bunch more tournaments announced for the tour. Remember, we're still missing some info. There's no trailer. Okay, sorry, there was a trailer, but they didn't show that much. Wait, is there even? Wait, no, I don't think there was a trailer. They confused it with the Evo Friends trailer for some reason. They came out pretty close to each other, but no, I don't think there is a trailer yet. This format, I like some more. Honestly, I'm gonna be for real. If NA travels for once, that would be nice. If this was a big game, it would be a way different vibes, because it would be like, oh, so players gotta travel from NA to EU. But because of how late it is in the game, and because of how few people travel outside of, I guess mainly EMEA players traveling and a few players from Asia, like, this is not a game that has many people traveling for. NA players historically have barely traveled to EU. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get more people traveling to EU this time, rather than EU everyone always needing to travel to NA for tournaments. But this just feels really weird. And again, we'll see how many tournaments there are. I'm sure they'll add more tournaments in Japan, for example. There's no Korea tournament yet, as well. I'm sure there'll be more tournaments. A lot of EU tournaments, man. There's so many. The group stages, I think they will. They need a new format. That's the important thing. Either way, we are getting a new format for the finals. They cannot do neither of the formats they have done for the World Tour work with 18 players. So either way, even if it's not Swiss, it's gonna be some new format. We still have rules. Oh, we do have rules. Oh no, we don't. We have the most basic rules. We don't have actual rules. Yeah, there's very little information about this World Tour so far.